See details of conditions given to Adams Oshiomole by the APCs. Tuesday, March 17th, 2020 was a day that Comrade Adams Oshiomole will not forget in a hurry. It was a day that his traducers would have removed him as chairman of the ruling party via a National Executive Committee (NEC) account of his suspension as APC chairman by a Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Federal High Court. However, a day to the controversial NEC meeting called by the acting National Secretary Chief Victor Giadom, who laid claim to the mantle of acting chairman, Oshiomole was handed a lifeline by two events. First, President Muhammadu Buhari, on the advice of bickering APC governors, postponed the next meeting indefinitely, and secondly, the Court of Appeal ordered stay of execution of Oshiomole's suspension. Tuesday, on the day he was to have been sacked, Oshiomole returned to the saddle and superintended a National Working Committee (NWC) meeting where he acknowledged his mistakes, sued for peace and extended the olive branch to aggrieved leaders of the party who were after his political jugular. Vanguard gathered yesterday that the reprieve did not come to Oshiomole on a platter. It came after intense horse trading by major stakeholders, moderated by the presidency. To retain his seat, Oshiomole was handed some conditions to meet. His traducers were also handed conditions to fulfill in the overall interest of the party. An inside source who was privy to the high-wire deals told Vanguard, "You can see that at the NWC meetings, Oshiomole toned down his combative posture and made conciliatory waves. That was one of the things he was sacked to do. He was asked to hands off Edo, stop harassing northern leaders, and stop his high-handedness. The presidency gave him tasks, asked if the anti-Oshiomole forces are ready to sheath their sword against Oshiomole as agreed. The source said the presidency gave him tasks. We are going along the line of what the presidency directed. No one likes wahala or trouble. Asked if they would withdraw the avalanche of litigation as Oshiomole told journalists they had agreed after the NWC meeting on Tuesday. The source added, the direction of the presidency is where we are going. We will withdraw the cases in court. Speaking with journalists after the NWC meeting, Oshiomole stated that the NWC had resolved to withdraw all cases from the court. We have also resolved that we are going to withdraw all cases in court that any member of the NWC is involved in, so that we must lead by example, and we have shown that we are capable of managing ourselves, and therefore we do not need the court to help us resolve what we are capable of resolving. Oshiomole also announced that the NWC has lifted the suspension it slammed on some of its members. People had issues which they felt strongly about, and as a result, the NWC took some decisions which affected my friend and brother, Senator Lawal Shuaibu, Deputy National Chairman, North. The NWC had a reason for suspending him, as at then. Today, we have reviewed the situation, and we have decided to suspend him. He is no longer a member of the NWC. He is 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 a member of the NWC. And we believe that in the spirit of our renewed commitment to building unity and true reconciliation, we, as leaders of the party elected at the convention, should live by example. And that means for those we think have offended the system, we have chosen to lift their suspension. Senator Adams Shuailo can resume his duties as Deputy National Chairman of North. Thank you for listening to this news. Viewers, this is now left to Oshiomole to now decide on what to do. The door of opportunity has been opened unto him. The door of grace has been given to him. It is now left to him to utilize this opportunity. Opportunity, they say, comes but once, cannot come again. Meanwhile, he should always have it at the back of his mind that a condition is backed up, is backing up this opportunity given to him. He should not just think that they have just given him that free freelance hand to do whatever he likes, just as he used to be lifting that too many egos and talk to people the way he likes. He has been warned in one of the conditions to hands off Edo because they know what's the plan he has for Edo. And the people of Edo are seriously mad against him. They don't want to even see him eyeball to eyeball. So, if I were him, I will heed to the conditions given to me by the presidency. The presidency on its own has done and has taken a very good and bold step in rescuing Oshiomole from this grievous disgrace. It would have been a world disgrace, but then he has been rescued. It is now left for him to use his tongue and count his teeth because no one will assist him to do that. The word, they say, is enough for the wise. Adams Oshiomole has been warned and severely told not to be mindful of how he address people. You see, you don't need to look at Oshiomole twice to know the kind of person he is. If you observe its time when he was still the president of NLC and is too many aggressive the too many aggressive words and his expressions whenever he's trying to qualify his sentence, the way he addresses people, they are very, 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 very at a very, very bad way, and it's not welcoming. So, since he has that has been detected, where as is the chairman as during the course of being the chairman of APC, an opportunity has been given to him, and one of the conditions is advising him to retrace his step in this kind of attitude. It's now left for him to decide if he really want to still remain on that seat or not. If he really want to remain on that seat, then he should heed to the conditions. But if he really want to still find his way out of the door, good and fine, then he should violate those conditions. Well, as for people who are actually a cabal against Adams Oshiomole, I would say that you all should sit and relax and wait for your time. It's eternal. It's it comes in tenors. So when your time comes, definitely it will reach you. Let's just hold it